snap, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother?
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 29, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Xander Horvath. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into the hands of Patrick left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Charger drive about to... Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, wide open, complete. And he he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now they send a man in motion right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Going to run it here up the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Touchdown, Chargers! Xander Horvath, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to...
He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On third down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Off play action. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Williams to about the 40-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15.